Guys, I'm here once again to discuss poisonous personal power. Today, of course, we're going to discuss chips on our shoulder. We are at part 8 in our series dealing with Scorpio themes, Pluto themes, and 8th house themes. Make sure you drop a comment. Let me know where those are in your natal chart so we could discuss. I'm super excited, of course, to have any form of discussions with anyone in regards to that because I'm learning astrology and I would love to. Today's theme is chips on the shoulder, which is someone that has a distorted sense of personal power. This person is very bitter about life and attempt to make the people who cross their path pay for it. So of course we know people that are kind of like that. Drop a comment about that too. We could discuss those type of people. But if you're like that, this is the whole point of this, me going over each sign, theme, and the negative aspects of it. That way you could become more self-aware. And since Scorpio deals with the water, then of course the opposite of Scorpio's water, Earth, right? Opposite of the 8th house, I think, is the 2nd house. Yes. But also the opposite of water is air. When you're dealing with your emotions, a lot of it is the issues that you have. Seek therapy, journal to get over whatever that is bothering you. I personally feel I was going to therapy and I feel like I have Mars in Cancer in the 8th house. And then I have the moon in Aries in the 5th house. When I realized that, I was discussing a lot with my therapist, anger, and to be honest, she didn't really understand me. And when I started looking at my chart and I realized where my Aries and my Mars was placed, a lot of things clicked. And I realized, why some of my behavior is the way it is. I'm not going to discourage therapy. I'm going to say that looking at your astrology chart, most astrologers are not therapists. Looking at your chart or seeking an astrologer to help you with some of your emotions, you kind of get a clue into why you have certain behavior, and then you could take that to therapy, or you could start journaling that, or you could start researching information on that. That way you could have more clarity on why you are the way you are. Anyways, stay tuned for Chips on Your Shoulder part 8, I believe this is. I'm losing track and I'm after looking at my notes. Anyways, stay tuned for it. When someone has a chip on their shoulder, they're usually bitter about life and attempt to make everyone who crossed their path pay for it. Instead of facing their shortcomings, they decide that life owes them. This individual or person is difficult to please, and they're usually out to frustrate others by always acting displeased. Their intention is usually to drag you down with them. And this is usually with an extreme negative and manipulative behavior, which often turns off the people who would like to rescue them emotionally. It usually seems that this person or individual wants others to suffer the same persecution that they have endured. And in general, they run away from their emotional pain rather than confronting it. They can become bothersome and irritating to others with their constant dumping of their negative energy and never really making any constructive effort to go beyond personal emotional conflicts. So to kind of solve this type of issue, there needs to be a refocus of their emotional intensity into productive outlets. Creative people usually find themselves in these games and often find it difficult to deal with their own intensity. People who are usually watery, like the moon or like Pisces, usually sense or seek a sense of union, and they can get very frustrated when that union does not occur. And the greatest thing that this person can do, or the more realistic thing that they could do, is to accept themselves and others if they seek to be happy. So that's more or less it for chips on your shoulder or chips on the shoulder. Drop a comment and let me know what you think. I'm sure I know a lot of people who emotionally dump, use this type of thing as bonding. But, let me know. Drop a comment and, make sure you like and follow for more. Ciao.